Architects and Party Peeps. It's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. And today's topic is how to stop creating and taking courses that don't get results, okay? Because we don't have time to do that in 2026. And so I'm going to give it to you straight on today. If you don't know what I do here, again, my name is Dr. Sonia. I talk all things premium courses, whether they be online or face-to-face, how to take your knowledge, wisdom, life experiences, turn them into the format of courses, luxury coaching, mentorship, brands, and programs so you can get your message out to the world, because you are not supposed to stay what? You are not supposed to stay local. You're supposed to be global. All right, let's get into it today. Have you ever watched like a baby transition into a toddler? I know, right? There's a very specific metric. There's something that happens, and you can always tell that the growth is there. So I watch this with all of my nieces and my nephew. What happens is you go to help them with something, right? They ask for your help, or you see them struggling with something, and you go to help them. And what do they say? Back up, I got it. Right? They definitely hit you with the no. The same one that you've been hitting them with for the last couple of years. Okay. And so when that happens, I've watched this happen. And sometimes it's an ego hit. It's an ego blow. I'm like, oh my God, they're getting older. No, I want to help you. You got to back off. Okay. You have to allow them to figure it out on their own, essentially. You have taught them, you've shown them, right? You've told them, and now it's time for them to figure this thing out. So this comes into play. Even I can think back when I launched my first mentorship course and program. Now, it wasn't for Jump First. It was actually during my time I spent in a nonprofit. I was a program manager, and I was helping people with life skills. And so I put together this entire life skills curriculum. It was fun. It was engaging. At the time, I was getting my PhD. And so I was also studying mentorship, right? The effects of mentorship, all of these things, right? And so my dissertation is on alleviating the risks of parental incarceration through mentorship. And so I was interviewing people. I was super excited about it, right? Making new connections, all sorts of things. And so I put together this entire curriculum. I had students in the life skills program that I was going to teach, but I didn't have the mentors yet. So I had the mentees, didn't have the mentors. And I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? Who can I go, form relationships with? And I was really good at like business to business sales and even business to consumer, right? But the next phase of my corporate career would really help me start to transition into sales. But during that time, I was really good at forming relationships and building connections in community. I've always been really good at that. And so I started finding mentors. And the problem was, it was difficult. Although I had the mentees and I felt what the mentees needed because they were already a part of the program. The mentors, it was difficult bringing them on board to a program I had already created without their input. Okay, so key here, pro tip. If you are returning, I say this very often. The pro tip here, what I had to learn was that please do not create all of the content, all of the curricula or curriculum, okay, depending on how many courses you're creating. Don't create it all before you have your participants enrolled and involved in that process. It is so important whether you're creating courses or taking courses. This is the metric, the standard by which you should be measuring these courses, evaluating courses that you're going to take. Base them in the fact, not just the results, but how do people arrive at the results? When you're creating your courses, base them in the fact of how do people arrive at the results? You will not know that until you already have participants enrolled. So please stop creating your content. If you have courses that you are developing in your mind, okay, or you have courses and content that you've already developed, put a pin in it for a second. Enroll people first, enroll your participants first. I promise it's going to make the development process so much easier, so much cleaner. And it's also going to help ensure that the people in the process are actually going to get the results and the outcomes. It's also more fun to involve your audience, involve your people in developing and creating new products and services, especially courses. When people feel connected to the work that you're doing, when people feel a part of the process, and it's not about using this for evil, okay? It's not about a manipulation factor here. Like, don't manipulate people. That's not okay. But involving people in your process makes people feel more connected to your work. And that is very important to the outcomes and results that they're going to get, as well as the outcomes and results that you'll be able to measure in your courses. So the key for more effective results driven courses, whether you're creating them or taking them, is don't just tell people, Don't just show people, involve people, get people in the game. Same for you. When you're going to take a course or enroll in a program, make sure that there's a way for you to get in the game. My students and clients, my mentees, they know this. Every single module that they are creating for their students and clients and mentees, there has to be some aspect of practice in order to get the result. You got to get people involved. Okay. So important. So, all of that to say, whether it's a baby transitioning to a toddler, okay, or you take my experience, please learn from my experience. It was a hard lesson to learn because there were no mentors coming through that first program, okay, because I didn't involve them. But when I started doing like, I guess you would call them like focus groups, right? At this point. So I started doing like focus groups with different businesses in the community, different people who I knew were related. It was a culinary school program, right? And so I wasn't the chef, but I was the program manager. So I was responsible for recruiting the students, helping them get jobs after they graduated, helping them flow through the program. And that's why I decided to develop a life skills curriculum. And so, I started doing focus groups with different like culinary experts and chefs and businesses in the community and asking them their opinions about what needed to be included, what they saw in, the employees that they were hiring, what were the positive aspects and characteristics, and what were some of the things that they wish that people that they were going to hire had, right? And when I started doing those focus groups, it got people involved and they became mentors for the life skills curriculum. So it's that, okay? I learned a very valuable lesson doing that. I put that inside all of my lessons today, all of my programs today. Build with people, okay? Don't try to go against the current, because I'll be honest with you, you're a high performer, okay? High achiever, which means you have a specific area of expertise, but you're probably also very proficient and effective in many different things. And a lot of times, okay, sometimes there's ego included in that. And so a lot of times we know what we know, and we go, I'm going to build this thing. All right. And there's no outside feedback coming in. And I'm not talking about outside feedback from family members, friends. You should always have a coach or mentor. Okay. That is my like, that has been the thing that has accelerated my business, my personal goals, all the things. So I will always be an advocate for mentorship. Also, it was my dissertation, right? I've been studying mentorship for a very long time. I got my PhD in 2015. So I've been studying this for a long time. And so when did I start my PhD? Like, I think like 2010, 2011. No, 2011. It was 2011 I started. And so I've been studying mentorship for a long time. And it's so important that you get people involved. All right. That's all I have to say on that. Hey, Hannah. Hello. It's good to see you. I appreciate you. Patrick, hello. It's good to see you too. Sending much positivity and love to everybody who is in the chat, everybody who is watching. I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes on today. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, okay? The like button, the bell notification. It doesn't hurt. Helps us spread this message of positivity. We are cultivating a positive space where you, as an expert, okay, you get to be the expert in your own right. You get to get your brag on, okay? Society has trained us not to brag about our gifts, our talents, our achievements, our accomplishments, but those things are necessary. If you want to position yourself for people to buy into your products or services, the things are going to make impact, okay? Because you're not just selling products and services, you're making impact through your gifts and your service. And so that's so important. You got to start talking about what you know, what you're good at, your achievements, your lessons, okay? All of the mistakes that you've made, but also the amazing things that you've been able to accomplish. Like I was saying, so many of us are experts, right, in a lane and proficient and effective in other spaces, but involving people, building community, like that's going to be the key. It's not just strategy, it's not just methodology. So I'm super excited that y'all are here. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm always sending much love to everyone here. Don't forget to check out the resources. They are in the description. If you're watching this on IG, hello, what's going on, Dr. Mikey? What's going on? It's so good to see you, Shamika. Oh, I appreciate you. That made my day. I appreciate you being on. I appreciate all of y'all being on. Life Passion Productions, hello, over on IG. I appreciate y'all. Shamika says, always an inspiration. I'm sending you much love. You as well, back at you. If you're interested and you're watching this on IG, the links in bio are going to help you out significantly. So there's a new program that is coming out. I'm super excited about it. It's Sacred CEO, okay, the elevation experience. These are the principles behind the strategies that I use to show up like this, okay, and to really push the strategies forward. Lots of life lessons, especially if you're interested in being a course creator, whether a new one or you have courses that you've already developed that maybe the launch didn't go so well and you're like, what's going on? What's the problem? How's everybody else accelerating and getting these results? And why am I stuck? Okay, check out Sacred, not secret, is not a secret. Sacred CEO Elevation Experience is the first link in the description, first link in bio. Also, if you're interested in creating courses, packaging your knowledge, there's a free training that is available. It takes less than 30 minutes, okay, to go through. Implementation resources, free and paid. I always say paid helps you go faster, but you determine your pathway to success. I'm not here to do that for you. I just want to present you the resources so you have them. Check out jumpfirstacademy.org for the free training, okay? All the links are in description, links in bio for IG. I know that I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Nija, hello. It's good to see you on as well. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. All right. Have an amazing day. Sending you much love and inspiration. And don't forget to send this to somebody else who needs to hear it today. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.